Next pitch. Hit to the left side, picked up by the shortstop. Thrown to second for the force, and finally the side is retired. Bottom of the first now, and the striking Cobras with a more than comfortable 10-0 lead. And all Line Drive Baseball Academy can do is try and make things closer. They've got plenty of margin for error. This is a 6-inning game at this level. So let's quickly get you up to date on the lineups and batting orders for Line Drive. Carlo Lafort leads off playing second base. Steve Buckheit, the pitcher, hitting second. Paul Fay, the third baseman, hitting third. John Catalano, the catcher, hitting cleanup. Jack Martinson, the center fielder, hitting sixth. Make it fifth, rather. Nick Vallo hits sixth. He's the shortstop. Darren Rossi, the left fielder, hitting seventh. Scott Berzomato, the right fielder, hitting eighth. And Brian Burkhead, the first baseman, hitting ninth. And Carlo Lafort takes strike one here. The 0-1. Foul tip, strike two. Starting pitcher for the Cobras, Sebastian Caruso. And he basically is in a position where he has plenty of margin for error. With a 10-run lead, as the next pitch is swung on and missed. The 0-1 is way high outside, 1-1. Next pitch, grounded right back to the mound. Throwing to first in time for the second out. Paul Fay, the third baseman, now at the plate. It was just recently that Staten Island was hit hard by the tragedy of Hurricane Sandy. As the first pitch here is taken high outside. Unfortunately, there were quite a few casualties here on the island, and in all of New York State for that matter. The 1-0, high 2-0. In an effort to try and help the victims of Hurricane Sandy, the Great Kills Little League literally overnight put together this tournament. Next pitch taken low, 3-0. And there are no trophies or anything of the sort being awarded here. Next pitch is taken on the inside corner for a strike. In this tournament, there are no trophies to worry about. This is strictly for fun and all for a good cause. Next pitch taken on the inside corner for a strike. And right now, we'd like to send our best wishes and condolences to the families of the victims of Hurricane Sandy, as the next pitch is taken high, and that's a 2-out walk. As John Catalano is at the plate now, with a runner on first and 2 out. That gets away from the catcher. And Fay is going to take second here. The 1-0. Inside corner. Throw down to second is in time, and that's going to end the inning. So the 2-out walk proves harmless. End of an inning, it's 10-0, striking Cobras. We start the third inning now. The Cobras have a 10-0 lead over Line Drive. And it's the top of the batting order right now. Gianni Enrique at the plate, facing the relief pitcher for Line Drive, which is Nick Vallo. First pitch, scooped up by the catcher, 1-0. The 1-0. Nips the inside corner, 1-1. Defensively, there's a huge gap right up the middle of the infield. Center fielder playing fairly deep. Next pitch, sweeping curve, low outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Pops off the catcher's mitt, 3-1. The 3-1. Line toward left field for a base hit. And the throw to first is not in time. Another throw to first not in time. Delayed steal attempt taken low outside. Throw down to second. Gets away from the shortstop. Backed up by the center fielder. So that's going to go as a straight up steal there. The next pitch, way outside. And the next pitch, grounded off the pitcher's mound, picked up by, no, booted by the second baseman. He can't make a play and everybody's safe. Nicholas Franco now at the plate. Delayed steal attempt, throw down to second, not nearly in time. The throw to third chases the base runner back there, but nevertheless, two base runners are in scoring position now. Next pitch is outside. And let me correct myself. There was no throw to second that time, just a throw to third to chase the runner back. The next pitch. Lined, diving catch by the third baseman. And the base runner's caught in a rundown. Catcher chases the base runner back to third. And let me correct myself, that was not a catch, that was actually a trap on the infield by the shortstop. But nevertheless, bases are now loaded with nobody out. And now Anthony Pentabene will have a golden opportunity to clear the bases here. First pitch high, and called a strike. It crossed the letters. Grounded down to the shortstop side, picked up by the shortstop, thrown to second for one. That's all they'll get as another runner crosses the plate. Make it 11-0 now. That'll go as a fielder's choice. Anthony Fodor now at the plate. Delayed steal attempt, pitch taken for a strike. No throw to second. And the Cobras not only are using the bases on balls to their advantage, they're really running ragged here. Next pitch taken high outside. You see that a lot at this level of baseball, a lot of manufacturing of runs. Next pitch taken low outside. It's a beautiful sight to see when you witness a team using the running game. They're playing to their strengths here. What they lack in power, they make up for in quickness and fundamentals. Next pitch taken high outside. That's the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim type of baseball that won him a championship in 2002 and has helped them to the playoffs on quite a few occasions under manager Mike Scioscia. Next pitch fouled off the screen. Next pitch. Grounded to the right side, picked up by the second baseman. Thrown to first in time for the out. But another run scores, make it 12-0. Next batter at the plate, and he takes strike one. Next pitch scooped up by the catcher. Runner at third, 2 out now. Grounded to the left side, picked up by the shortstop. Going to first, just in time as the first baseman had to reach up for it, and that ends the inning. But the Cobras still pick up another pair of runs. Middle of the third now, it's 12-0 Cobras over line drive. Bottom of the third now, striking Cobras now have a 12-0 lead over Line Drive Academy. As the first pitch here is grounded down the third baseline, picked up by the third baseman. Thrown to first in time, and on one pitch, that's 1 out. That'll bring up the next batter. That was Darren Rossi who wound up grounding out to third. Scott Berzumato now at the plate. And he takes low inside. The 1-0. High outside to 1-0. Sebastian Caruso, still the starting pitcher for the striking Cobras. Next pitch inside. The 3-0. Taking all the way, and that's a strike. The 3-1. Way outside, and that's a 1-out walk. Now Brian Burkhead at the plate. Throw to first, not in time. That's just the second base runner of this game by line drive. The first was erased on a steal attempt. Next pitch here, taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. High to 1-0. Caruso looking at the base runner on first. And this pitch is getting away from the catcher, and the base runner is going to take second. And that throw gets into the outfield, but no advance further there. And that's the first time that the Line Drive Baseball Academy has had a base runner reach scoring position. Now we'll see what they can do with it. Runner on second, 1 out. And that's a looping curve taken just high. Next pitch, way outside. And that is going to be a walk. So it's back to the top of the batting order. Carlo Laforte at the plate with 2 on and 1 out. And that's nipping the knees for a strike. The 0-1. Grounded to the left side, picked up by the first baseman. He'll take the sure out to the first base bag as the other base runners move into scoring position. So Steve Buckheit is at the plate now. He was the starting pitcher for this game, but he was the recipient of a 10-run inning by the Screaming Cobras. And here he takes high. This is line drive's best chance to get at least a run here. 2 in scoring position with 2 out. Taken high. Next pitch taken high. And the next pitch. Nipping the outside corner for a strike. Next pitch. Grounded to the left side, picked up by the shortstop, and is thrown to first in time, and that ends the inning. So the 2 base runners prove harmless. We're halfway through now. End of 3. It's 12-0 Screaming Cobras. We start the 4th inning now. And the pinch hitter, Matthew Picone, takes the first pitch low. The next pitch, tapped foul for a strike. Screaming Cobras have a 12-0 lead over Line Drive Baseball Academy. 10 runs in the first inning, 2 in the third. The next pitch, low outside. Screaming Cobras have used the walk, the running game, as the next pitch is grounded down the first baseline foul. The Screaming Cobras have been using the walk, the running game, and timely hitting to take this big lead. The next pitch, grounded to the right side, picked up by the second baseman, and he can't make a play. The first baseman was pulled off the bag that time, trying to make a play. So the next batter's at the plate. Delayed steal here, pitch taken for a strike, throw to second, not nearly in time.